Hi, welcome. My name is Brian Hennessy, President of Titan LED, and today I want to take some time to give you an enhanced understanding of the old technology versus the new technology. That old technology I'm referring to is fluorescent technology. This fluorescent tube that I'm holding in my hands right now, this fluorescent tube burns between 32 and 40 watts. The real problem with this tube is it's loaded with mercury. Inside this tube, there's enough mercury inside this one tube alone to contaminate up to 7,000 gallons of water. It's just almost devastating when you think about what we're doing by putting this in our landfills. So we're doing all we can as an organization to get this stuff out of our environment and retro everything to LEDs. Another part of the old technology is this. This is what we call ballast. There are several forms of ballast. This one I happen to be holding here is a magnetic ballast. A magnetic ballast can burn between 30 watts and 150 watts. If you've got an electronic ballast, it can burn between 6 watts and probably 12 or 15 watts. Either one, either way, when you retro to LEDs, there's no longer ballast, there's no longer mercury. You're perfectly green when we go to LED. Why don't you come over here and let me show you our LED products. This is an LED T8. Beautiful, isn't it? This product here will replace the fluorescent technology. Let me tell you about some of the engineering in this tube here. This tube right here we build with an aluminum backing. Aluminum dissipates the heat better than anything else in the industry, so we use an aluminum backing. We also use what we call a D chamber. Some of our competitors use a C chamber. They think that air alone is going to dissipate the heat off the LED chips. Well, we've proven that that's not true. So we use a D chamber. So what we actually do is take our actual LED board and attach it to the heat sink. So we're dissipating the heat quicker than the majority of our competitors. What we're also using here is an SMD chip. This is 268 SMD chips. Superior technology to a DIP chip. That's the older technology, DIP versus SMDs. The reason we switched to an SMD chip, its possibility of color failure is 10 times less likely over a DIP, and the possibility of failure is probably 5 times less likely than a DIP chip with failure as well. So the technology that goes into this tube, superior to everything in the marketplace. I'll tell you what I'm doing also. In the back of this, we have what we call a driver. It's a smart driver. It burns between 120 and 277. It doesn't care what voltage you put into it. It's got a smart chip in it. It understands what voltage is going into it. It'll burn on that. Also using 105C caps, highest caps in the industry. This thing will burn and last for a long, long time. Power factor on this particular product right here is 0.99, almost a perfect power factor. This product will last 75,000 hours with a 5-year warranty backed by Titan LED. So you gotta love it. It's a product that stands on its own. It's second to none in the industry. When you install it, it will do things for your business that you never even dreamed were possible. Let me tell you how that is. What happens, what we do is we replace that fluorescent technology with this bright, brilliant, beautiful light. And what happens is things in your business start to happen a little different. If you're in a retail space, what ends up happening in that retail space is that people make maybe quicker decisions because it's bright now. It's an atmosphere that makes people want to move. Right? And the difference is that atmosphere compared to a dark atmosphere. The old fluorescent technology is gloomy, it's dark, it makes you feel not so motivated to do something. And when we put the LED tubes in, it is an instant, let's do something. All right, so you'll sense that in your organization. If you don't sense it in a retail space, you'll sense it with your employees in an office environment, where when you're in an office environment, maybe you increase 10% in employee morale because of the office environment. Maybe you increase 10% in employee productivity because it's in an office environment. But what this does, I can't even put in monetary value how this changes things in an organization just by retroing to LED. And after we get done with all that, let me tell you this. We will make your place so beautiful at 50 to 60% energy savings over what you're currently doing with fluorescent technology. So in our heads here at Titan LED, there is no other choice but LEDs, and there is no other choice but Titan LED. If you want to know more about what we're doing here at Titan LED, please check us out on the web. It's titanled.net, and I'd love to have you come visit us.